Furthermore, when a crime like this happens,
let me tell you something. If I was working there, this man would have got the hands. If he was messing with my tips, he would have got the hands. The 2-piece combo with no biscuit. Quit playing with me. I know I've been away for a while. I know. Just know your boy has been doing his thing with his schoolwork and stuff. But I will be doing a bunch of videos on the weekend, probably filming like 4 or 5 different videos. What's good, KC Crew? It's your boy KC Crew, and I'm back with yet another reaction video. In today's video, I will be reacting to 5 scariest videos of the decade that will make your heart race, 2009 through 2019. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I love my scary stuff. But there's some videos that cross the line, you know what I'm saying? There's some God damn. There's some videos that cross the line. So, I don't know how this video about to go. You guys are about to react to it with me, so.
Please! Please! No!
But before we get right into this video, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right into it. Let's go.
over the last decade, there's been a surplus of creepy content captured, created, and shared online. There are countless popular videos you can find showing scary, mysterious, and strange events unfolding. However, these 5 videos seem to be more rare and unknown than others. You can't wrap up a decade of horror without watching these gems.
Alright now.
Number 5. Something that has been discussed before on this channel is the concept of roadside traps. In recent years, there have been cases involving gang members, human traffickers, and general attackers leaving random items in the middle of the road to distract drivers. Sometimes these criminals go as far as using human children to lure their victims out of their cars.
If they don't just run the cans over,
distracting items like dolls,
bro, that's so stupid. That's some stupid
practice
stuff
in this method is creating a barricade across a dark, empty street using tree branches, chains, or trash. This is likely to draw more drivers out of their cars because they simply can't pass without moving the miscellaneous items. In this video, we see a perfect example of that routine. This footage, captured by a user in 2012, was collected by the driver's dash cam in Russia. Along a dark road late at night, the driver comes out of the roadblock to see that it's made up of tree branches and empty bottles.
What's that right there?
On the right side of the road, another driver has pulled over to exit their vehicle.
Who's that walking up?
Items. In this case, they were lucky that several of them stopped at one time. When this happens, attackers tend to wait behind as it's more difficult to complete their task with a group of victims instead of just 1 or 2. As the 2 drivers remove the roadblock, people on the other side of the street come to a stop and exit their cars as well. The roadblock is removed in a matter of minutes.
Get back in your car! What are you doing?
While this specific video may not show the scary truth behind these setups, they serve as a valuable warning and example for drivers that come across a similar situation in the future. The best advice for drivers that stumble across something like this is to simply turn around and find another route, or drive to a safe location and contact local authorities.
Okay, they got away.
Even if you're with other people and you think you'll be safe, it's advised that you never exit your car for something like this, despite what's seen in the video.
Nothing happened, bro.
Number 4. This short video was uploaded by Lil Goofy in July of 2019, and while it only has 1,000 views on its original upload, it's been a popular topic of conversation for horror enthusiasts since its release. Apparently, this video was originally intended to be exploration footage of a nearby cave. However, once the camera was rolling, things went very differently. You may expect this footage to show scary scenes from inside of a creepy cave. However, the explorers didn't even get the chance to enter the cave before they were approached by a threatening stranger. The video description states, "I brought a friend to see a rare cave in our local mountains that hardly anyone goes to. On our way up through the trail that leads to the caves, a stranger came out and waved at us. Then he pulled out what looked to be a big knife, so we ran away and didn't have any protection on us, not even cell phones." This pretty much perfectly explains the video in its entirety. Lil Goofy begins traveling along the trail while having a casual conversation with his friend. Their conversation suggests that they're waiting to enter the caves until after sundown. So around the 57-second mark, the pair stop at a picnic table to rest and wait. While relaxing, they notice a man in the distance walking toward them. Lil Goofy states that he's never seen anyone else in this area before. A brief clip shows the stranger waving before it cuts to the pair realizing that he has a large knife in his hands. That's when the suspect allegedly begins chasing the friends.
That gave me chills.
The video continues as they run as fast as they can away from the scene and their assailant. What we can assume is a few moments later, they come to a stop along the trail to regroup, realizing that they both left their cell phones in the car. As they talk, they turn and see the stranger has located them once again. The chase proceeds before the victims finally find a spot along the trail to hide. As they duck behind the tall grass in a secluded area, they witness the suspect.
You can't run faster than that? What's wrong with you?
In front of them, seemingly searching for his victims. They leave their hiding spot to run to the car, and according to the message displayed after the footage, they made it safely. There's no way to know for sure what the stranger's intentions were, but considering the fact that he pursued the two men, he didn't know while wielding a large knife, it's safe to say that he was a threat.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 3. This video was posted by the Mob Reporter, a professional online journalist that provides all kinds of content. It was uploaded in May of 2019. It has over 4,000 views thanks to its unsettling nature. The footage was collected from the security camera at a well-known breakfast restaurant in Toronto. An unidentified man walks into the establishment and heads to the front counter. At first glance, it seems like any other average customer stopping in for some food. However, when he comes closer to the camera view, you can see that he's dressed in an all-black outfit with a backpack strapped to it. Now, this wouldn't be very creepy on its own, but once you notice the full face of makeup he's wearing to make himself look like a DC villain, the Joker, the situation becomes uncomfortable. Obviously, this person could have been dressed up for a number of very innocent reasons. You have to admit, though, that seeing someone disguised like this early in the morning is at least surprising. The Joker walks in and approaches the counter as the female employee on duty directs her attention to other matters. He seems to linger for a moment while nervously looking around him before he reaches for the tip jar. Before he's able to snag it, the employee turns to another customer, then tends to him. It's unknown exactly what was said during the exchange, and honestly, the footage is a bit confusing. It seems as though he's going to order, but instead he asks the woman a series of questions. At some point, she points to the back, and he begins to walk that direction, possibly heading to the restroom. Before he leaves, he asks the employee for something else, which causes her to turn her back. Within a split second, he snatches the tip jar and shoves it into his jacket and makes an exit. A brief description of the video was provided by the Mob Reporter, stating, "Someone dressed as the Joker with a full face of makeup and hair dye is seen on security camera, nicking the tips jar from our hardworking staff. This place makes a great Belgian waffle, but this Joker didn't come to eat." The Waffle House's owner was quoted as saying, "I was waiting for Batman to save the day, but he never showed up." Thankfully, no one was harmed during this crime, and it could have been a lot worse. Still, it's upsetting to see that someone would walk into a business and steal the already minimal earnings from hardworking employees. Plus, this person's costume makes viewers and even some officers believe that he had a severe crime in mind. Many claim that he likely planned on committing a full-on robbery, but he realized that the place was too busy, which caused him to settle for the tip jar. It's things like this that make owners and employees hesitant to trust people in costumes. Furthermore, when a crime like this happens...
Let me tell you something. If I was working there, this man would have got the hands. If he was messing with my tips, he would have got the hands. The 2-piece combo with no biscuit. Quit playing with me.
Employees of a targeted location are often left scared that the suspect will return for a bigger haul. This person was never identified, and the video simply remains creepy and unsolved.
2-piece combo.
Number 2.
No biscuit.
This video was shared by a Reddit user, and he explains that the footage came from his friend's doorbell camera in early 2019. After his friend left for work, leaving his wife home alone, she exited the front door to get some chores done in their attached laundry room, located on their front porch. The video shows her walking toward the door before she stopped in her tracks by a strange sound. The sound can be heard in the video, though it was likely more clear in person. As she stands up in front of her door, what sounds like a male voice can be heard yelling for help. She later described that the voice sounded like it was coming from inside one of her walls, or even inside of her house. you pay attention, dogs can also be heard barking in the background as if they're responding to the voice. When the sound finally stopped, she continued with her task, but she was apparently so unsettled by what she heard that she searched the entire property inside and out for the mysterious man, even calling out to him on several occasions. She decided to contact police, and the rest of this upload shows the footage from that interaction. She explains the situation to them, including the fact that she looked around on her own to find nothing. She then lets them listen to the audio, which she saved from the doorbell app. The cop agrees that a male voice can be heard, but it's impossible to locate where it's from. The officers searched the property again for the woman to make sure to cover every inch. They didn't find anything concerning or any signs of someone previously being present. Unfortunately, there was nothing they could do to help further. An early theory shared by viewers was that the voice was somehow coming from the Ring doorbell itself. The system does have an exterior speaker for communication, and that could have been the case of signals getting crossed, causing the speaker to emit voices from nearby systems. However, the clip was shared all over the web and apparently tested against videos, in which sounds could be heard coming from speakers. The sound experts explained that the audio sounds nothing like that, and according to the audio detail, the voice is clearly coming from an outside source. Another theory is that the man was stuck inside a wall of the woman's hole. Considering that he called out specifically to that woman when she was outside, and even referred to her as lady, he likely had a line of sight to her, meaning that he would have been able to see the officers when they arrived and called out for help again. Plus, it seems that if this were the case, he would have just told her that while screaming. It's important to note that nothing is impossible in this case because the truth remains unknown.
Damn. Ooh-wee. Number one.
This video, that was originally posted by a TikTok account, was later uploaded to YouTube in July of 2019 and has since gained over 70,000 views. In a preface to this video, we're sharing military barracks when the footage was filmed. Apparently, they decided to play with a Ouija board in the woods. The complete story behind their game is
That's where they messed up. That's where they messed up. Never play with a Ouija board. If you have a friend that has a Ouija board, you better cut that relationship. You gonna have some ghosts in your house. You gonna have some spirits. All of the above. You gonna have some demons.
But Sean says that the board disappeared and strange things unfolded later that night. While trying to wind down and get some sleep, Sean started filming the terrifying events. The first clip in the compilation in a crossed position. At the same time, the drawer on his nightstand is slowly opening on its own. Sean says it's happening again, referring to his roommate's position. When he notices the drawer, he clearly expresses fear. The next clip shows a sports drink bottle on the nightstand gently move on its own before it suddenly falls to the ground. His roommate seems to be trying to sleep and is unconcerned by the apparent haunting. After this, a clip labeled as 1:16 a.m. shows the roommate sleeping and snoring loudly. However, the clip that follows gives quite the scare. Sean films his roommate while complaining about his sleep habits when a random object is thrown from the other side of the room, causing a loud noise. Sean points his camera toward the sound, and when he turns back, his roommate is sitting straight up in the bed, staring forward. More random noises occur in the background before the clip ends. Perhaps the most important segment of this compilation begins around the 39-second mark. The video features text explaining that the roommate has been talking in his sleep. After a very brief period of stillness, the roommate shoots up in bed and begins convulsing. Sean shouts in fear and stands up to leave the room. When he returns, the allegedly possessed man is crouched in a dark corner. The compilation ends here and leaves viewers with millions of burning questions, as you'd expect. And there's a plethora of different opinions about this content, but the most popular theory is that the man was likely possessed. Thank you guys so much for watching.
That is gonna give me some nightmares, I'm telling you, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, if you guys like that video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, turn on that post notification bell. Yeah, your boy's gonna have some nightmares, but I'm glad I made it entertaining for you guys to watch. Yeah. Live stream coming soon. Live stream / horror game marathon, you feel me? Comment down in the comments below what games you want to see me play for the live stream. Yeah, just look out for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.
Perfect.